Hello everyone, Kaoz here, and welcome to another old school Runescape video. And today we are going to have a change of pace and talk about a more serious topic in the form of account security. The reason for this is because one of my friends whom I met through my streams was recently cleaned because of a phishing site, and although nothing can be done about it at this point, I would like to give a few tips as to what to do and what not to do when it comes to your Runescape account. I will talk about things to do as a new player and what existing players can do to better increase their account security, as well as things to document in case you ever get hacked in the worst case scenario. Tip number 1. If you ever make a new account, or if you are a brand new player, make an email account specifically for your Runescape account. And never, I repeat, never use it for anything else other than Runescape. That way there's little to no chance to have your email leaked in a data breach, and this is especially important since people could use login bots to lock you out of your account with the too many login attempts message. If that ever happens to you, I will briefly talk about it towards the end of the video. Tip number 2. Create a difficult and unique password that you will only use for your Runescape account. One thing to note here is that at the moment of making this video, Jagex passwords only accept lowercase characters and numbers. This is one of the worst things a company could do, but until there's better security in place, there's literally nothing we can do about it, so I recommend going for a strong password generator to make a new password with just the lowercase characters and the numbers. Jagex, you guys really need to fix this shit. Tip number 3. As soon as both your new email and your new Runescape account are set, make sure to secure both with the two-factor authentication. The service I use is Gmail, which supports 2FA, and obviously both my old school and Runescape 3 accounts are secured with Google's 2FA app as well. I seriously can't stress this enough. This app is super useful not only for Runescape, but with many other services online. Tip number 4. When you start playing the game, create a bank pin for your account, as this will be the last line of defense if you are ever hacked. Make sure the 4-digit bank pin is something that is not easy to guess, and obviously that it is not part of your password. Forget things like your date of birth and make something completely unrelated to you. Tip number 5, and something you can do right now regardless of the age of your account. Make sure to save all this information: the date in which you created your account, the internet service provider or ISP you were using when creating your account, preferably the IP and location of where you first created your account with the help of a website named What Is My IP, your first ever password, and finally your first couple of transactions if you bought the membership or bonds. The reason for this is that if your account ever gets hijacked, you have enough information to prove it's your account, and you will have a much better chance of recovering it since you have all of the information relevant to its creation. Just don't rely too much on this one, specifically because of Jagex's poor customer support. Tip number 6. If you want to be more safe, you should stick to the original client provided by Jagex. If you like the game enough, you might know about other clients such as RuneLite. If you ever want to give it a try to enhance your experience, make sure to go to runelite.net, as it is the legitimate website. You may come across sites like runelite.com or any other ending to the domain, and these are most likely going to steal your login details and your bank pin. So make sure to go to runelite.net and nothing else. As an added bonus, use this client at your own risk since it is not owned by Jagex, and we may never be sure if we are 100% safe when using their service. But from what I hear, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Tip number 7, and something you should do regardless of Runescape and account security, you should obviously have an antivirus, a malware scanner, a VPN, or a combination of the three to make sure your computer is safe as a whole. If you have good overall Runescape account security, that may not be as useful if you have a Trojan running around your computer, so take care of this first. As a personal suggestion, I use Malwarebytes, which scans my computer daily and would alert me if there was something fishy going inside my PC. Tip number 8, and the reason for this video: be careful with what you click everywhere you go. For example, if you frequent Twitch, you may recall popular Runescape streamers having a title like "I'm quitting, read below for more," and these streams redirect you to a clone of the Runescape website claiming to be the forums where they ask you for your login details, so better get the hell away from these fake streams. For this one, it is just easy to remember that no one ever truly quits Runescape. Also, if you ever click on a Runescape looking site and it doesn't have your login details saved because because of a browser such as Google Chrome or Firefox, it's most likely a phishing site since those browsers should already have your information ready to go in your saved passwords. The general rule of thumb would be to avoid every single RuneScape related or looking site if it's not the official OSRS website or the OSRS wiki. Tip number 9. At the time of making this video, the too many login attempts error is an ongoing problem in the community. It could be because of network errors, legitimate problems with the Jagex servers, but most importantly, if your login email or username is leaked, people can use bots that brute force password attempts to lock you out of your account. You have to be very unlucky for this to happen to you, but if you ever encounter this problem, there's currently a temporary solution with the help of the beta Steam client which bypasses the security check. I have not read about this in depth as I am only learning about it at the time of making this video, but you can go to the Old School RuneScape subreddit and search for the solution until Jagex comes up with better security measures for our accounts. And finally, for tip number 10, and something that implies you already hit rock bottom, if your account is ever compromised, I will leave a link in the description to a Reddit post which details how to have the best chance to get in contact with someone from Jagex support to talk about anything you need in terms of your account. Let's hope nobody ever has to reach this point, but if you ever do, the community is always there to help. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video is useful to anyone watching, and if you already knew all of these tips, sharing this video with your friends would be greatly appreciated to help others secure not only their RuneScape account, but any account in general, as well as your computer as a whole. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in 2021 when we will start the Achievement Diary Guide. Have a great day, and I'll see you then.